Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your future self reading. Thanks for stopping by, and if you like what you see, please click on that thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button and make sure notifications are turned on. Please remember that this is a general read and not every detail may pertain to you or your situation. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. All right, future self, tell me about Aquarius. What would you like to address for Aquarius future self? Okay. We have enough. You were born enough. Yes, that's a very strong message. You are definitely enough. You don't need to do anything more, anything less, anything different, change anything unless you want to for you. If someone or a situation makes you feel, or you grew up with the sense that you got to keep doing more or be more, that is false. And your future self is strong, coming in strong to tell you, you are enough. Just as you are, you're perfect as you are right now. You are what you're meant to be. You are who you're meant to be. Everything is enough. There's no reason to doubt or to fear that you're going to miss out on something, or somebody's going to say something that says that, you know, you aren't doing enough. I mean, you're going to hear from people like that, but don't let that lessen who you are or what you feel about things. Just because someone else says that you're not doing enough doesn't mean that's true. Let me find out some more. Inner life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Okay. So, maybe there's a sense of you're not enough because maybe you're more withdrawn or more introverted. And there's a sense that, you know, friends, family, coworkers, peers, whoever, maybe they kind of question because you might be more of an introspective person. Maybe you're a little bit quieter. I find that kind of unusual for an Aquarius, but maybe there's just certain aspects that you're quiet about that you don't necessarily share with others. And maybe that's caused some question from other people around you. They're like questioning or wondering, but don't let that deter you from what you're doing. There's something that's going on internally that you're not ready to put out there yet. And that is okay. Your future self is saying that is okay. And even though somebody else may not like it or think that you're not working hard enough or doing enough, your future self says you are doing enough. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing. You're doing whatever that inner work is that you need to be doing. And there's reason and purpose for it. And you're A-okay. All right. What else for Aquarius do you have, future self? What other messages? What else would you like Aquarius to know, future self? The Green Man, rising, energy surge, fertility. Yes, so whatever you're working on internally that you're keeping kind of to yourself right now is building energy up. It's rising, fertility. So I feel like there's maybe something going on inside that you're coming up with some kind of idea or brainstorming things to be able to create something in this physical world, something tangible. It could possibly be something that you can make money on or have, you know, some kind of financial security from. Some kind of something that really goes with your flow, and like whatever's going on inside, however you work out that inner stuff, when it starts to come out into the physical realm, it's just going to flow, and it's rising up right now in you. And there's an energy surge. There's something that you haven't quite figured out, put all the puzzle pieces together, that kind of thing. And once all of that gets settled inside and it starts coming up and coming out as your voice, your words, your creativity. You're going to create something tangible, bring something into this world that is helpful and healing for others. Resurrection, comeback, rebirth, renewal. And in this process, you have a comeback or a rebirth or some kind of renewal. So if something, maybe you were more outwardly expressive about something, but something happened and you're more inward and you're working through stuff inside and people are wondering and questioning, don't let that deter you. You are enough. You're doing what you need to do right now. And as you work through and things start coming up and coming out and you start creating in the physical, I just feel like there's something you're going to do with your hands that is going to create something that helps others, helps yourself, helps the world. That is your comeback. That is your rebirth, where you come back strong. So it's almost like something happened and you kind of withdrew. You're working through something, right? You start creating, and that is how you come back and shine in the world. That's how you come back and show yourself, show people that, well, you are enough. You are enough anyway, but I think it's going to come to the point where people are like, wow, and be totally amazed. And you're like, yep, I had this all along, even though certain people might have doubted or questioned. Now, I don't think that that's a malicious thing. Like, people are like judging you about it. They're just, I think maybe people around you currently are wondering and curious and hoping the best for you. I don't think there's anybody that's like going to be malicious or mean about it. They're just kind of, you know, they can't do much while you're working out this internal struggle that you're going through. So I think the ones that love you will kind of just sit back, watch, and wait, and then they'll be there for you to celebrate when you come back full force and better than what you were. And where you're abundant and have all you need in this physical world, and also mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of that. All right, tell me more about Aquarius, future self. What else would you like Aquarius to know? Let's get some clarification. All right, we have under enough, the Empress, abundance, yeah, loving motherly figure, and Seven of Swords. Okay, so your sense of abundance, wealth, love, protection, nurturing, something happened that it felt stolen from you. Somebody did or said something that made you not feel enough. When you have had, that's what I thought before too, especially with this comeback. Like, you had this, or had some kind of abundance or feeling enough, but something happened and it was, according to this Seven of Swords, it was kind of taken away from you, or you perceived it as somebody taking it away from you. Now, whether you kind of let that happen, or if someone actually like took something from you, that's going to be up to you, and it's going to be different for each of you. But you are definitely an abundant, loving, nurturing, caring person who didn't deserve this instance of, or circumstance or situation that caused you to question and wonder and doubt. Under inner life, we have the Three of Wands and the Fool. All right, so you were made to feel like the Fool. That's why you've withdrawn and gone inside and working through your situation or issues or whatever's going on. But at the same time, future self is also acknowledging you're kind of sitting around watching and waiting and seeing what comes in. You're being more observant and watching and waiting. And this is definitely a new way of experiencing life or being for you. I think you were a much more outward type of person, But right now, whatever has happened has got you looking inward, which is okay, is good. You do need to work out whatever this issue or situation is. But your future self is acknowledging, yes, this is a new path for you. And yes, you are sitting, watching, and waiting. And there's nothing wrong with that right now, because you're still enough. You're still learning. You're still growing. You're still working through whatever it is that caused you to doubt and to feel not enough. Under the Green Man, we have the Hierophant and Nine of Pentacles. Okay, like I said, once you've worked this stuff out and you feel that energy rising, coming out, you start speaking about stuff, you start collecting things to make whatever it is that you're going to make that's tangible, something with your hands. It is going to give you financial independence. And your future self, I want to say this is based in some kind of traditional religion, that whatever you're going to create, but at the same time, it's still spiritual. But I feel like, especially with the Fool anew, you're going to start out as, a traditional spirituality, and I think you're going to move into more your own personalized ways of belief and expressing that. Let's say you were raised Baptist or something, you might alter that a little bit, still feel like you're a Christian, but you might go more towards Catholicism, or you might even move out of traditional and go into more New Age based, or the woo-woo, for lack of a better word, some people call it, the stuff like this, like tarot or crystals or palmistry or numerology or astrology. I think that you're going to go more into that, and that's going to help you with your fertility or to creating something and being financially independent. Under Resurrection, we have the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. All right. Again, that's well, not again, but that is the end of some kind of cycle. The Ten of Swords talks about defeat, feeling completely defeated, but it also talks about a new beginning. So whatever this you're going through is definitely ending. The mental, and swords is mental stuff. So whatever has happened, that will be ended by the time this comeback happens. And the Knight of Cups, you'll be riding proudly on a horse, showing what you've done. You'll have pride. You'll have recognition. People will see you. And it's going to come from your heart. Whatever this abundance that you're creating physically, tangibly with your hands, it comes from your heart. It comes from a place of spirituality. And this is going to feel so, so, so good. This resurrection, this comeback. You're going to be like 20 times better than you were before this whole incident happened that made you question and wonder. And you will be riding high, and there's nothing wrong with that. And your future self is definitely encouraging you to definitely keep working through whatever this is, because what comes of it is just so great and so fulfilling, and makes you independent. No more of this stuff. It's a whole new adventure. You can put down the things that hurt your feelings or felt like you were taken from you, and be reborn. All right, one final message for Aquarius, future self. Last message for Aquarius, future self. Oh, there it is. It fell. All right. It says, be aware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. All right. So yeah, future self. Be aware. Be aware of what you're saying, doing, feeling, your behaviors. You know, if it comes to a point where anger comes in, I didn't necessarily feel a lot of anger, but just be careful not to lash out at someone. Someone might be trying to pry and trying to get in because you are going internal, and there might be someone close to you that wants to know more, wants to understand what's happening to you, what's going on. And just be aware of what you say and think. And if you do snap at someone or something happens like that, just be willing to apologize and say, I'm sorry, I'm really going through something tough, and I didn't mean to snap at you. And I think that's all that needs to be said, because that is enough and you're enough. All right, Aquarius, I believe that's everything I see. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'd like to know what you think. And may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.